Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the newest episode of WU Online. It has been a minute. We have been waiting to bring this to you, but the time has come for us to bring a very unique way of, well, bringing you more Wrestler Unstoppable action. It's not a company, it's not a tournament, it is something completely unique in the current era of WU. We have a bunch of wrestlers looking to come out here, prove themselves, and make an impact. The lights have gone on, the fireworks have exploded. Like I said, we are coming to you live at WU Online. If you don't know what WU Online is quite yet, simply put, it is the best damn thing around. We are taking wrestlers from Wrestler Unstoppable and we are making them fight each other. Because why not? It's fuck it, it's fun. You never know who's going to face off, such as with these matches here tonight. We have the following matches: Apocalypse versus Mista Mack, Redneck Avenger versus Psychotic Rage, Wabbit Messiah, Fury Revenge, Damian and Nightwish in a four-way hardcore elimination match to decide a contender for the WU Hardcore Championship. Sofija versus DW, Shaun versus The Mooze, and in the main event, it is Wolfman Willie and Hawkster. So, let's not waste any more time. Let's get into the first match of the evening. It is going to be Apocalypse making his debut against Mista Mack. In fact, Mista Mack is also making his debut here tonight. Both highly accomplished wrestlers in and outside of the ring. Apocalypse, sort of a lone wolf, sort of a quiet type, going company to company, constantly trying to make a name for himself, and more often than not succeeding in the talks consistently for underrated dark horse within companies. He is a name to possibly keep an eye out for here in WU Online. And then, on the other side of things, we have Mista Mack, somebody who GMs in many a company. 5-Star Wrestling, No Mercy Wrestling. No, correction, not No Mercy Wrestling. Revolt Wrestling. My notes are a little mixed up here. We're still very early in the process. One thing that I can't mess up is that Apocalypse is here and he means business. Oozing machismo, as one might say, making his way down to the ring. As I said, this is a debut match for both individuals here tonight, so this is the first real chance for them to make an impact outside of just Wrestler Unstoppable. If you're new to this series, if you're new to the channel, be sure to leave a comment below. Who is your favorite wrestler from tonight's proceedings? What's a favorite moment? Let me know what you think of things as they go on. Who you want to see face off in future episodes. It is very likely that I will look at the comments in YouTube videos to decide future matches for the brand. Only very few things are set in stone, such as championship matches coming up at WU Wrestlemania. 2 episodes after this. To reiterate, that is this episode, 2 more, and then WU Wrestlemania will be going down. Be sure not to miss that. And now here comes Mista Mack. Oddly enough, didn't make his debut outside of the Rumble, I believe he was a part of, quite yet in WU Online. One of the first models I actually made entrances for was this individual here. Now he is out to get a first dub here in the company. WU Online is going to be mainly based on just letting Universe Mode do it at once outside of these first 3 return episodes here. So, who knows, maybe a win could impress the game enough to put him into title contention. Maybe a win here makes him a name that the ranking system favors. There's only one way to find out though. You gotta get that initial win there. You gotta get your foot in the door, really. We have a sold out crowd here tonight, ready to witness greatness. First match of the night is ready to kick off here. 2 individuals, both sport glasses, both sport necklaces. We'll see who can sport the better moveset as things kick off. We got a punch going right to Apocalypse's jaw. And Mack with an early throw as well to throw him down and get some punches in as well. Great early sign of offense. As like Mr. Mack's going to be employing every bit of his technical prowess here. Technicality with a bit of physicality, if you will. Staying in firm control until Apocalypse was able to roll him over there, get some strikes of his own in. And now we see going up and coming back down in a big-time powerbomb, followed by the elbow, but missed by Mr. Mack. That has to take a lot of fortitude and stamina. Big slingshot elbow strike there. Has to take a lot of stamina to be able to come back onto your feet from a powerbomb like that, from a big man like that. This is exactly the type of action you love to see, not only in Wrestler Unstoppable, but here in WU Online. Now focusing on some limb work here, some limb targeting. Doesn't matter if it's a 2D landscape, a 3D landscape. Your best bet is to go after each individual part of the body. Mr. Mack in a very unfortunate position here. Chest getting battered again by the big man here. Apocalypse is no person of short order. Ooh, Mr. Mack just avoiding hitting the corner of the table there. That could have spelled disaster. And now, looks like a pendulum backbreaker. Just exerting all of his strength here to overpower Mr. Mack in a way that is quite often seen. You know, more often than not, it's the bigger man getting the early opportunity here to get the damage in. And Mr. Mack is not taking any wasted moments here. Both men showing off some confidence here now. It seems like Mack has the advantage of the high ground, ergo the larger side of the ring. Trying to push his opponent into the corner here. A lot of MMA-style moves on display from Mack. We see another one here. Knee to the skull. That is the second time that move has been executed here in this match. A dragon screw leg whip. If you look at the moves thus far from both these competitors, it's actually a surprisingly technical showing from the powerhouse Apocalypse here. Now looking to wear down Mack, but Mack is not going to allow him to get any time, any length of time within a hold like that. Up on his shoulders, into a snake eyes in the corner. All it takes is one big move. Oh, this could be it right here. Elbows. Apocalypse now on the ropes, followed by another kick and a pinfall. Is that all she wrote? 1, 2. Not enough to put him away. Mack has to do just a little more damage here. We saw that signature move there via the elbows. Maybe, just maybe. Whoop, big clothesline into the corner. Apocalypse is fired up now. He is taking a good deal of damage. He is using that as pure adrenaline to keep things going here. Speaking of pure adrenaline, the power display. Goodness gracious. Once again, Apocalypse being technical, taking his time, moving his opponent to parts of the ring where he can prove. You're going to see the same move once again. Oh, modification. Brought down onto his face was Mr. Mack here. Once again, moving him within the ring. Very smart work here. Could we see the pinfall? 1, 2, and yet another kick out. Hello there to the Icy Jade. Things are a little more in character today because I'm currently doing a recording session for my YouTube series. Oh, big end of days here. Oh, reversal from Mr. Mack via the clothesline. And the spear. I'll give you the rundown here in just a moment. We got a big move followed by 1, 2, and still not enough. What this series is, and again for anybody else watching over on YouTube when this gets posted, this is a online game called Wrestler Unstoppable. I'm taking people who have characters in the game and putting them into a WWE 2K simulation for yucks, for fun, for greatness and glory. More and more limb work from the big man. The Mack isn't having any of it. Like I said, technicality versus MMA stylings. That is what we're really seeing here. And another spear from Mr. Mack. I gotta say, I think that's it. 1, 2. Still not enough. If you are curious on where the YouTube channel is, along with my other bullshit that I do day to day, if you're in Twitch, like Mrs. Icy Jade is right here. Oh! Big punch and knockdown to the outside of the ring. All you gotta do is type in !links. In fact, I'll just type up for you. I have free hands because it's a simulation. I'll do it for you. That is where things are, if you're curious about that. There is a lot of Wrestler Unstoppable content, WWE content on my channel, but I do also have plans very soon to upload other things. A lot of videos on that channel. A 10-plus year YouTube career will leave you with a whole lot of things that even I forget about sometimes. Mista Mack from the top rope with a big stomp. Bit of an unorthodox move there. 2 feet into the chest of Apocalypse could very well spell danger. Just like that rolling elbow. And now a third spear. 1, 2, 3. It took 3 big spears to the big man, but Mista Mack has come away with the victory here in this match, scoring his first win in the company. Apocalypse, it is going to be back to round 1 starting base for you. Back on his feet already. What's going on here? Perhaps a sign of respect, or a sign of respect indeed. You'll love to see this kind of thing here. Big congratulations to Mista Mack, and big ups to Apocalypse for this sign of respect. Let me just log this in my little document here before I get back to Twitch chat. There we go, got that logged. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, it is Redneck Avenger and Psychotic Rage. Again, 2 relative debuts. I do believe both of these men were in the Rumble that we saw in episode 1 of WU Online. This right here, this is one-on-one action. This is the stuff that matters. Oozing American pride here. It is Redneck Avenger coming here to start this off. You don't see a whole lot of pure characters, but Redneck Avenger here is, for all measures of the term, a character to say the least. Decked out head to toe in the red, white, and blue. Never personally been too big a fan of, this wonderful country of ours, but hey, if that's your thing, go for it and own it. Let me tell you, Redneck Avenger owns that shit. Bit of a different form of Americanism here. Very Hulk Hogan looking, mainly because it's the Hulk Hogan entrance. Here comes, wait for it, Psychotic Rage, with a very aptly titled shirt there, Fuck Cancer. Very aptly titled, very relevant here. For those of you unaware, depending on when this goes up, hopefully the next day in terms of recording to upload. Just today, earlier this morning, Toby Keith actually passed away due to stomach cancer. So I am very much feeling that shirt right now. But we're not here to be sad and mopey. We're not here to worry about things like that. We're here to see 2 big, beefy men pound beat. I'm sorry, we're here to see 2 men slap each other's beat. Sorry, we're here to see 2 men get handsy with each other. Okay, we're here for a match. That's what we're here for. Just letting the crowd give him the energy he needs for this match here. Here we are, 2 personifications of pride and fury meeting in the middle of this ring here. Ooh. Here to see Psychotic Rage get the early grab, the early grappling going on here, but Avenger knocking him down with a big clothesline. A grapple of his own with the package suplex. Oh, early pinfall. 1. Not even a 2 count. Props for the speed there. Props for the effort, but getting a pinfall this early in the match is a rare occurrence, although if you can get it off, that puts you in a certain circle of in-ring powerhouses for sure. Speaking of powerhouse here, we got a giant headbutt and an attempt at a crossbody from Psychotic Rage. I like to give props to the roster whenever possible. Big props for attempting a big move like that. You know, we talk about big men. We have a lot of big men in this company, in this series. Bit of distance here, and a miss from Redneck Avenger. See, that is what we would call a highlight for Botchamania if it so existed here in WU Online. Some more technical work here, though, from Redneck Avenger, working on that arm. The arms, realistically, are the top... Ooh, big knee. The arms are the top piece of your arsenal when it comes to wrestling. You grab your opponents with it. You deliver strikes with it. If you're left with only your legs, you're automatically going to be at disadvantage because you have to use those legs both to maneuver and inflict damage. Sort of like this with the stomps here. As long as you can keep your opponent stationary, the legs, the feet, the knee, every part of your body can be used as a weapon. But let me tell you, as somebody who likes to employ MMA-style moves myself, the knees are a secret weapon. But if you lose that arm, you might be just as fucked. Again, with the stomps here. Looks like Psychotic Rage is focusing on a bit of a slow process here. A bit of a process to slowly pick apart his opponent. Bit by bit here, bending back the fingers, applying the knees to the back of Redneck Avenger. And another knee, this time to the skull. Avenger's got to start fighting back here. He's just taking blow after blow from this big meaty man. Here we are with the elbows, another big one to the stomach. And a clothesline once again. Keep it simple, keep it classy, keep it effective. Up on the shoulders now. And, ooh! Bit of an interesting way to throw a punch, if I do say so myself. The misdirection, the disorientation. Now up on his shoulders again. Can we see the same thing? Michinoku driver, down, neck first into the mat. And more stomps. This is essentially been a one-sided beatdown here. We've seen Avenger get a couple big moves in here. But it's Psychotic Rage constantly throwing. Ooh! And a spear. That could be over quicker, honestly. 1, 2. Almost 3 there. You saw in the last match a big spear, which, by the way, finishers will be getting changed. Don't you worry. I will be contacting people as much as possible. You saw the first match there. It took 3 spears to take down the opponent there, but the opponent wasn't down for as long as his opponent was just there on the pinfall. That was nearly a 3 count, when last time it was just barely the 2. I think we're seeing a bit more of a physical breakdown happening here. Redneck Avenger needs to get off a big move if he has any hopes of winning this match here. Snap suplex is a good way to get it going, though, that's for sure. And now the snap mare. What are we going to see next? Leg snap, mayhaps, maybe not. Psychotic Rage back to throwing strike after strike here. Got him in the corner now. And just keeping it going. Yep, his opponent seems stunned here. Down and out in the corner. Ooh. This is almost hard to watch here. Psychotic Rage has just dedicated this match's time length to hashtag beat Avenger up. Working the fingers again. You know, this is, of course, a physical assault here, but as you slowly get more and more worn down by the same moves time and time again, you gotta start to think, when does it become a psychological game? When does the, big moonsault is reversed? And we see more leg work by Redneck Avenger here. Maybe that's the reversal he needs, the moment he needs to get momentum back. And another reversal. Psychotic Rage keeps trying to post up for the strikes there, but every single time that Redneck Avenger seems to be down on the mat, it's almost a jiu-jitsu-like comeback, excuse me. Able to maneuver his way back into a proper position here with another submission hold. Wearing him down slowly. You notice as match goes on more and more, taking P-Rage a little longer to get out of each submission hold. First time, that first leg lock we saw, out of there relatively quickly. Second leg lock took some time. That's Sharpshooter. He was in there for a good few seconds. And we just saw him get driven face first into the mat. Oh, for a pinfall. 1, 2. Ooh. Similar to how earlier it took one spear to really give Redneck Avenger a run for his money for that kick out. We just saw a near fall via just a surfboard crush. Now a crossface. Personal fan favorite move on mine. I do the crowd killer label lock. Oh, and Psychotic Rage taps. Ow! Big surprise comeback and a big surprise tap out. Courtesy of the red, white, and blue, and courtesy of you, Mr. Redneck Avenger. That is a debut win and a debut done well in the books. We're perhaps seeing some more respect here. Very similar to what we saw in the early goings of this night. This could be a common theme here. If this continues in a positive way, which it does. A lot of respect to be found match to match here in WU Online. When we come back, we got a really special match for you. So don't go away. Now, when I said something special, I mean it. We have 4 individuals trying to fight for one of the spots in the first ever WU Hardcore Championship match. We have somebody who got an initial debut win here in WU Online, Wabbit Messiah, along with Damian Payne, Fury Revenge, and Nightwish. 2 people here making their debuts. Sure to be a slobber knocker, to say the fucking least. If you like hardcore action, can I get a hell yeah? Just kidding. Don't dedicate a whole comment to just a hell yeah. That'd be fucking hilarious. But don't do that. Let's get into the action here. First out is one of our many debuts with Fury Revenge, coming out crazed, ready to fight, ready to kick ass, take some names, maybe chew some bubblegum while he's at it here. The chains can no longer hold him back as he makes his way down to the WU ring here. You know, I've actually been able to tussle with Fury Revenge a few times in my wrestling career. Hell of a competitor, hits hard, and you wouldn't expect it looking at him. Not in a way that he looks, weak by any stretch of the means. You look at this guy, and he's initially unassuming. Relatively basic attire there, but underneath the simple simplicity is a fire that begs to be released. Maybe this will be a match here where he can really let that hardcore side of him, that fury, if you'll forgive the pun, shine bright. Damian Payne will also be making his debut here tonight in this match. But before we get to Damian, we get to the man who already has his foot in the door in terms of wins. We get to the Wabbit, if you will. When you think of imposing individuals, you don't think of a cute little bunny rabbit, but let me tell you, this fucker has hands. This fucker will kill you if you look at it wrong. We could see a bloodbath happen here today. This is an elimination match, mind you. Which means you don't gotta worry about other people getting the win out from under your feet. You just gotta worry about getting the win in general. Here he is, Damian Payne, longtime vet, consistently, rightfully so, upset with not being the guy. He is always looking for a way to just make an impact in a way that you would never see coming. That made no sense. I'm just rambling. Let's talk about the facts here. Damian Payne is a former X Division champion in Impact Legacy Wrestling, a former Immortal champion. The title accomplishments don't stop. You may notice, maybe I have a bit of favoritism. Maybe I'm just talking a little extra big on my main man here. That is for a reason. Damian Payne, I have been following his career for a long damn time, and you're in for a treat here. Now, I'm the commentator. I'm the person who runs the show. I'm the man who signs the checks, but I gotta say, I got a little bit of favoritism. I want to see Damian come away with the win in hardcore action here. We got one last entrant into the match here. This is the incomparable Nightwish. Similar to a lot of competitors here in WU Online, doesn't really speak up a whole bunch, but when he speaks up, it's looking for a fight. This man is just looking for any way to put himself out, to put himself into title contention, which exactly is the name of the game here. Remember, these four men are fighting for a shot in the initial WU Hardcore Championship. The winner of this match goes on to face the winner of another four-way elimination match. And then we see them face off at WU Online WrestleMania. Hook 'em horns, brother. Now, here in WU Online, we like to provide a certain set of weapons that hopefully we get to see involved in this match here. Who knows? These four could just choose to let their fists do the talking. And we see our first initial pairings going out. It's Damian and Fury, Wabbit and Nightwish. Clashing colors, clashing styles. Damian Payne, deceptively big. And then, of course, we have the Giant currently putting a technical number in on Nightwish. We have Wabbit Messiah with the knees to the back. He has a certain level of confidence to be had. Ooh, big sit-out suplex there. Certain level of confidence to be had when you already have a win in the company. All it takes is one loss to derail every single piece of momentum, every single part of your confidence that you have going into a match like this. So what do? Do you let the fire and fury build as your confidence builds, or do you let that get the better of you? It's a balancing act. Let's talk about balancing acts. Fury, Revenge, and Damian Payne going back and forth here in that corner of the ring. Pretty much keeping to that corner of the ring as well. Sort of a 50-50 split down the middle of this squared circle. Oh! Wabbit Messiah missing a big move there. That could have spelled catastrophic things for Nightwish if he got it off. The first real sort of paradigm shift in this match actually just came. Wow. I was about to say, when any of these men are sent to roll out of the ring, we just saw both Fury, Revenge, and Wabbit go outside of the ring here. This temporarily makes things a quick, brief one-on-one affair here between these two. Big running elbow there. And remember, this is elimination, so you don't really need to get your opponents out of the way, but you can build your own momentum, literally and metaphorically, by being able to single in on one person here. You know, Damian, though, he's actually gone after every single person in this match so far. Big miss from Fury Revenge, by the way. Started off with Fury, then moved to Nightwish before now going after Wabbit Messiah. We have our first weapon introduced. It's the baseball bat. And, oh, Jesus. 2 hard strikes to the skull of Nightwish. But Nightwish almost using it as a sort of adrenaline boost. Now we see Damian out of the ring courtesy of a big kick from Wabbit Messiah. Wabbit Messiah is feeling it. Look at him in the corner there. Taking his time. Will he take up the bat as a weapon? As an opportunity, mind you. Or will he just let things progress? He's going to let things happen. Oh! Oh! Good Lord, it might be an elimination match, but we're still able to see some interesting developments, such as Wabbit there. Hey, who knows? Maybe he wants all the eliminations himself. Maybe he wants to put a 3-0 performance in here tonight. Now, who am I to judge? Another weapon getting introduced here. We got the classic steel chair here. Always good to see. Thank you. You notice a lot of these weapons are getting introduced for only a brief moment. Oh, a Wabbit. Wabbit it with a big spear. We just can't escape a spear tonight. Possible first elimination. Ref? There is 1, 2. Not enough to put away the rabbit. Damian's not taking no for an answer there. Now choosing to just inflict further pain. Slamming his opponent down face first. Oh, going for the baseball bat, but Wabbit reverses it just to get hit again, but reverses it again. Taken down, but again, away from it. Now Damian's down. Nightwish is in a label lock here. Courtesy of Fury Revenge. Good to see a tap out. This move proving very effective early on in the night. Not enough. Oh, I don't know what the hockey stick got here, but it is being put to good work here. And an execution courtesy of Damian Payne. 1, 2. Still not enough to put away the big rabbit. Is Nightwish going for another weapon? Nightwish is going for another weapon underneath the ring here. Oh, ha, ha. It's the table, ladies and gentlemen. This is a hardcore match. Anything goes. And when they introduce everybody's favorite wooden tool here. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What is Damian doing? Good Lord. Absolutely massive slam, but quickly dispatched by Nightwish here. Throughout the majority of this match here. Nightwish again bringing face first down to the wood here. Throughout the majority of this match, Fury Revenge has been kind of taking his time. Just, oh, big hit with the chair. Going for another on Wabbit. Swinging for the fences, taking everybody out. Now he's the lone standing one. I was going to say, he has been taking his time and waiting for the opportunity to strike. And the opportunity has certainly paid off here. Pinfall on the Messiah, but still not enough there. No, going through a table is probably the worst thing that can happen to you in a match like this. Wabbit knows this, and he is trying to avoid it any means necessary, even flying through the air like a bird. Everyone in the ring here. Never mind, not everybody in the ring. Wabbit looking for yet another weapon to bring into this match, and it's a kendo stick. The ring is filled with instruments of torture. It just never ends here. Ooh. The technicality that you see in a hardcore match is always unexpected, but it's always welcome. We got Nightwish putting in a big sharpshooter on Damian Payne. I believe Damian Payne has suffered the least amount of damage here throughout this match here. He's hurting right now, but, overall, throughout the match, he's been staying relatively resolute here. Resolute enough even to shrug off the sharpshooter like it's nothing. Fury Revenge has got to be careful. Ooh, ooh! Nightwish taking the hits from both people, and now Damian Payne using Fury Revenge as a fucking target dummy. The big man is slowly making his way back to his feet and back into the ring, though. Ooh! He got a spear. 1, 2. Still not enough. We have yet to see an elimination here in this match, but as soon as the numbers start to go down, I'm sure we'll see a few numbers go down. Ooh! Big knee, courtesy of the rabbit here. 1, 2, 3. Oh, not quite. Very close, but not quite the 3 count needed. As I was saying, as soon as the first elimination takes place, I have a feeling we will be seeing the entire landscape of this match come to a screeching end in terms of eliminations happening quick. And oh my god, another spear from Damian. Firing on all cylinders. Any chance he gets to get that move off, he hits it. He has still not been able to put anyone away with it. Maybe that's due to just everybody in the company using the spear. I think, maybe everybody's just immune to it. But is the Wabbit Messiah immune to a modified sharpshooter here? He is not. Wabbit Messiah, the first one to go down. in this elimination match. But Damian, did the ref not count that? I don't think the ref counted it. I think the ref was otherwise distracted because the count out happened, but the bell didn't ring. But he was able to... Interesting developments here, ladies and gentlemen. And another elimination there. Wabbit was able to avoid elimination and then immediately make something of it. Nightwish was as well, and a big kick from the Rabbit. And a big move. Still not enough to put it... I'm just in shock still at what developed there. Wabbit was one of the final entries in the Royal Rumble. Maybe he's using it as pure... just an opportunity to get all the rage out here in this match. Because the fortitude it takes to immediately pop off like he did, and also take several baseball bat shots. Several baseball... Oh my god, Nightwish. Somebody's got to stop this. I know this is a hardcore match, but Nightwish is just bludgeoning this man in the middle of the ring. This is fucking ridiculous. Somebody stop this man. Good fucking god. Wow. And still attacking, not even going for a pinfall, just looking to... just torturing the Messiah here. This match has gone from a legitimate match here, albeit the hardcore rules, to just a beatdown. But Wabbit finally able to shrug him off there. Now he has his baseball bat. Now he possibly has control, but Nightwish able to fight out of it, and here goes Wabbit. He's gonna eat the dirt with a face buster. And the pinfall, I think this is it, ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 3. Nightwish is your winner after a very, very brutal display here. I'm a big fan of hardcore wrestling, but seeing somebody just get this shit beaten out of them to such a degree, seeing somebody take nearly a dozen shots to the baseball bag, via a baseball bag, excuse me, it's a little too much. Nonetheless, we have to move on to the next match here. Hopefully a little more of a toned down match here. It is Sofija McFadden against Diesel Warrior DW. Sofija here making her debut. However, she is the partner to Aaron McFadden, who has actually had a few matches here in WU Online. Mainly, he has had a match against the Razor before winning the Men's Rumble. He lost initially against the Razor, but now he has another shot at him in the coming weeks, in the coming episodes, coming up at WU Wrestlemania. So we'll see if he can actually get things done the second time around. But we're not here to watch Aaron McFadden. We're not here to talk about Aaron McFadden. We're here to witness Sofija, however you may pronounce it, and DW played it out. You see the shirt says "Still on Top." Yet another dark horse, a name that you don't hear too often. Sofija is here to change that. She is here to make sure you know damn well who she is as she faces Diesel Warrior here in action tonight. Now, I'm probably going to mention it at least one more time here tonight, but if you are new to the channel, if you're here from Wrestling Softball or otherwise, please be sure to follow the channel. We have plenty of WU Online action coming. We also have some very interesting things coming that I plan to debut very shortly. Some games, some non-games. 2024 is going to be a hell of a year for the channel. I'm very excited to see it. Just like I'm very excited to see the debut of both of these women here in this match. Women's wrestling is one of my favorite things, well, in wrestling. From being regarded as a joke in the mainstream in America to being some of the best damn action you will see on your television screen. We're here to see more greatness on display from the W Online women. You know what? I'm just going to let the action play out for itself for a moment. Quick kick out there from DW. Sorry, I wasn't going to start talking a little sooner there, but to be quite honest, to be 100% honest with you, I started choking on the food I was eating. But now we see a submission hold from Sofija here. Is this enough to put... Nope, not quite enough there. Starting off pretty back and forth here. And continuing to be so, honestly, DW. One of our many deceptively powerful, deceptively strong individuals on the roster. Dropping Sofija down face first. DW has suffered a good bit of damage here in the recent goings of this match, but looks like she is back to firing. Back to moving things along. Big Alabama slammer. And now applying a bit of an ankle twister here. You know, what I love about WU Online is every wrestler shows off every bit of wrestling, really, there. Especially with a knee to the head like that. That's just called brutality. Kick out at 2 there. Every wrestler here tonight has shown off submission prowess, technical prowess, pure strength, pure adrenaline, and pure versatility above all else. Ooh! Up and over in a pump handle suplex? Is that what you would call that move? whatever you call that move, it was highly effective. Maybe not effective enough though. Sofija, the bridging Northern Light suplex there. DW moving out of it. Both women knowing each other very well here. Showing that they know each other very well. Reversal after reversal. Now we find ourselves on the outside of the ring. Another reversal here. Yeah, the outside of the ring is a very, very dangerous situation. You got a lot of things that could go wrong here. Oh! Bit of a judo toss there. You got a lot of things that can go wrong. There's, of course, the announce tables. There's the hard, unforgiving mat outside of the ring. There's things such as the ring apron, the steel steps, the barricade. Too many things can go wrong. Too many things can happen to leave you hurting and leave you out of sorts. Which is why, you know, you may be just back to getting beaten down in the middle of the ring like's happening here with the strength from Diesel Warrior once again. But it's better be hitting the ring mat as opposed to the sheer brutal landscape of the outside of the ring. Both women look like they're ready to fire off at something big here. Oh, Sofija hits it. What's Sofija doing? With an arm breaker. Will DW be able to fight out of this? She is not. She is giving up with a tap out here. Sofija gets her first win in the company. DW, we'll see you next time. See if you can get things off next go around. Yet another tap out here in our third episode of WU Online. Like I said, submission prowess, strength, we got it all. And we have even more coming to you next up here on WU Online. Is Shaun and The Mooze in the main event of tonight's action. Two highly accomplished wrestlers. Two wrestlers with pedigrees, whether it be USL, Championship, Hall of Fame, company ownership, or pure workhorse tendencies. This is going to be a explosive outing here to cap off the third episode of WU Online. If you're watching this live on Twitch, we will be recording at least one more episode here. But if you're over on YouTube watching this, catching the replay, if you will, over on YouTube, be sure to keep an eye out for the next episode and the one after that and the one after that. Here comes the man himself, Shaun. One of the more outspoken individuals in today's WU and the past WU. Being opinionated is perhaps one of the best weapons to have in your arsenal here. And Shaun is nothing short of, as the sites say, a hitman when it comes to psychology in the ring and on the mic. A lot of people underestimate the work that goes into being a successful trash talker, the work that goes into being one of the better talking heads in the wrestling landscape. Shaun's got that going for him in spades, though. Now we're going to see if he can turn that into a win here in tonight's matchup. We have Shaun in a debut, as well as The Mooze. A lot of debuts here. In fact, these first few episodes are ripe with debuts to get people's heads in the door before you start really letting loose. Getting some never-before-seen matches. Some matches that are sure to give shock and awe. You know, the excitement sometimes just gets so much that I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm the Mooze. That's probably what he's saying. I had to give him the R&B entrance because it just fit. Just don't worry about it. It's what works. Shut the fuck up. For those of you who have seen the action thus far, for those of you who may think, hey, big men can't move, big men can't do much except big strength appearances, big strength showcases, I think it's been pretty evident by the likes of Damian Payne, Psychotic Rage, and others, and the Mooze here with a jump like that, that we're in for a real treat as we get into this match here. Main event of the night. Wins are important, but wins in the main event, they got that little bit of extra added in incentive. Now let's see who can take this idea of the incentive early on and start putting on a show. Who do good in the ring? Oh, Shaun avoiding the big snapshot splash. Very popular move here. Oh, can't quite get the move off on Mooze there. I got a feeling we're going to be in for a very tight, very back and forth matchup here. But there's the first real big move, a suplex toss via the Mooze. Followed by the rolling punch. You know, he's got a bit of a shorter stature there, but what he makes up for the short stature in pure power, pure grip that he can put into moves like this. Just because you see somebody make their way out of submission hold, just because you see somebody not immediately tap out, does not mean they're safe, does not mean they didn't take some damage there. Although Shaun showing no signs of early wear and tear from the few moves that he's taken. And just brought back down onto the mat though, and back down again with an elbow. The key thing with a hot shot, with a fire starter like Shaun, is you got to keep him grounded. You got to keep him from getting any sort of speed or momentum going, both literal or metaphorical. Because once that gets going in his favor, he's going to be off like a rocket. And Mooze is doing a great job of keeping Shaun grounded. There's the splash. Oh, and try to go for another one, but Shaun, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, not going to fucking happen. Here we go. Starting to take off. Taking his time here, catching a breather before he pursues his opponent mayhaps. Maybe just waiting. The strategies constantly change and evolve when you're in a wrestling match. Sort of a consistent will they, won't they? Will I, won't I? Do I go after my opponent or do I let them recover? Because while they can recover, they can also snap DDT, float over there. Letting an opponent recover also puts them into an interesting mindset, because that opponent may end up wondering, why didn't he just go after me? Is he waiting? What does he have in store? If you're not applying physical punishment, the mental punishment comes into play here. Looks like both of these men attempting to outdo each other in mental gymnastics with the taunting. Mooze isn't having any of it. The count reset, and these two fighting on the outside of the ring. I mentioned it in our last match. You gotta be careful out here. Anything and everything out here is a legal weapon in a certain way. You can throw your opponent into the ring post. You can send your opponent down head first onto the steel barricade. You can put an opponent through a table. That's not a DQ. That's just a weapon, and that's you prioritizing your environment and using it to your advantage here. Oh, Mooze taking a big spill there. Up to a 4 count now. There's a possibility we could see a count out. Now, Shaun Hurd here is taking his time to inflict damage in as many different ways as possible, going after as many different parts of the Mooze's body as possible. Now going back in the ring, leaving Mooze a little bit dazed here as the 6 count happens. Shaun egging him on more and more. And the mind games continue and continue. Oh, Shaun taking Mooze down real quick now. We've seen this move a few times here tonight. The surfboard face crusher. Very popular, very effective. But will that be enough to get a 2 count, let alone a 3 count? We're going to see here. 1, 2, not enough. You got to admire the gusto of a wrestler, the certain je ne sais quoi of the wrestler. Hitting a move that's relatively painful. I'm thinking that's enough here, but as we've seen a few times here, submission moves are the flavor of the night. This could be all she wrote from Mooze. Maybe so. Mooze not tapping out, not giving up against Shaun, and instead using his, ooh, the big dropkick could have spelled disaster, but Shaun moving out of the way and immediately capitalizing with that elbow to the skull there. taking his time. And now we see the sharpshooter again. Another submission hold, wearing the Mooze down. That could be it there. Submissions are the most effective grounded move, in my opinion. If you know a good submission hold, you're already doing an immense amount of damage, and that damage sticks with you. Your limbs ache, and your limbs ache enough to lose out in the main event. Shaun gets the win over the Mooze. Solid debut from this man here in the ring. Solid debut from the Mooze. Great match overall. The Mooze here lost in thought. Maybe not satisfied with the result of that match. I mean, who can be satisfied with the loss in general? Looks like there might be a little bit of extra spite there behind the Mooze's expression. Will this develop into anything? We are going to find out as things go on. Turns out I was mistaken. I did an outro for nothing. We still have one more match, ladies and gentlemen. It is Wolfman Willie and Hawkster in a co-main event. You know, this is the beauty of doing things live. Fuck, I will do it live. This is the beauty of doing things in the environment that I'm in. You get neat little surprises like this. You get moments that you may forget about for just a quick moments therein. Surprises are always welcome, though. I'll say it one more final time for this YouTube episode here if you're watching the replay on YouTube. Thank you for watching. Whether you're here for just your match, maybe you're Wolfman Willie or you're a Hawkster right now watching this match. Maybe you're watching the entire card, or maybe you're someone who doesn't even know what a Wrestler Unstoppable is. No matter the reason, thank you for watching, and I hope we're keeping you pretty entertained here. Lord knows this is going to be an entertaining match here. That much is certain. You take a look at the stats. Would you guess it? Debuts from both men. Former Fate Grail heavyweight champion, consistent top ranker on the FWF Wednesday Night Fighting Spirits rankings. Wolfman Willie is looking to get a big win to start things off and climb the literal ranks of WU Online to start things off here in his career. Bit of a fan favorite here, a bit of a wild attire here, the dyed hair, the long jacket, the eccentricity. The eccentricity, is that the word for it? He's a character, to say the least. But when you have someone outspoken, somebody built by his own words and fueled by his own passions, on the other side of the ring, you have someone quite the opposite. You have the stoic, the thought, the consistent workhorse. You have one of Bar's top wrestlers, Hawkster. Very iconic look here. Sporting look very similar to one Jey Mysterio. It's no mistake why this guy is constantly in conversations for underrated. You know, there are a lot of wrestlers who are underrated in WU Online, and that's the beauty of it. What makes this guy's version of underrated unique? Accomplishments. You don't need Hall of Fames to be one of the best. You don't necessarily need titles, but titles are a hell of a help. You just need to work at a consistent rate that puts you into conversations time and time again. Why isn't this guy champion? Why isn't this guy a Hall of Famer? It's all written in that face right there. Showmanship, consistency, and a work rate like no other. Hawkster is coming to put his name into the hat for future permanent main eventer, future world champion contender, and of course, future world champion. As this match kicks off here, Wolfman and Hawkster. Now, as we've seen, the early goings, it's not necessarily indicative of who's going to win this match, as we see a big clothesline. But the early goings is still a very important part of the match, a very important moment to get your momentum going here. As we see the very typical but very welcome back and forth go down here. Big knee from Hawkster. We've been seeing very similar movesets here tonight, very similar methods of attack. Everybody's winning in their own little unique ways. Ooh, block there. Wolfman breaking through the defense, so suplex. It's more than a suplex. It is a suplex with flair, confidence, and a bit of showmanship as the big man takes down Hawkster. I've worked closely with both of these men as allies and rivals. I know how each of them work in the ring. Let me tell you, this is a very interesting matchup in terms of what these two men will do to get the win. Seems like Wolfman's relying on pure brutish force here, as Hawkster's going for a little bit more of a technical aspect. But I noted it earlier, and I'll note it again. There is a good mix of technicality and brute force in every roster member. Kick there, more kicks from Hawkster, and another one. Just over and over, the kicks, the stomps, the footwork is fancy. Try to get the better of Wolfman, but Wolfman ever the just dominator here. Think we're going to see another spear in this matchup? I'll tell you what we are going to see. We're going to see a big top rope move. And he hits the elbow, bringing Hawkster down just as he was trying to get back up. I get knocked down, but will he be able to get up again? 1, 2, he gets up again. And we see a splash from Wolfman Willie. Ooh, Hawkster tried to get a good running start there, perhaps lining up for a clothesline or drop kick some kind, but taken down with a power slam just to get brought up for a gorilla press slam. This match has firmly been in Wolfman Willie's corner. It's only a matter of time before we see, oh, could have been the big move I was about to predict there. Wolfman Hawkster able to reverse it. Going for his own big move here, the signature elbows. Now Wolfman stuck in the corner here. Corner's a bad place to be, especially when you got a talented striker like Hawkster up in your business, using the knees, the feet, the big boots. And now we see the pinfall. 1, 2, not quite enough. Both of these men making multiple pinfall attempts here, but we've yet to see anything close enough to a 3 count here. Oh! Yeah, I mentioned it there. Are we going to see the spear? There's the spear. Is that enough? 1, 2, not enough. Here's a drinking game for everybody here watching WU Online. Take a shot every single time you see a spear. Don't actually do that. I can't legally suggest that, but I can legally suggest that you avoid taking German suplexes from Wolfman Willie, because that looked harrowing. The power game is just nuts here. A modified power bomb, and now, oh, Hawkster almost taking another big splash there from Wolfman. This is a bit of a match of the night contender. Oh, is Hawkster going to be showing off some strength of his own? He is. Oh! He said, anything you can do, I can do better. Not a power slam, not a gorilla press slam. Slamming him out of the ring. And now with a big bicycle boot there. The purest version of anything you can do, I can do better. You'll love to see something like that take place. Again, close to the middle part of a 10 count. You know, we have yet to see a count out happen here on the 3rd episode. We did see one at the Rumble, if I do remember correctly. Wolfman Willie looking a little out of it, looking a little dazed and stunned. Hawkster taking his time with the assault, though, and leaving him to stay stunned on the outside of the ring just for him to recover. Hawkster, he's got the ring to himself. Not to himself. Oh! And then a daze out of nowhere. 1, 2. Very close call there. The Hawkster, he showed confidence there, just sort of shadow boxing, saying, hey, what are you going to do about it? Wolfman said, I'm going to do one of these. Now Hawkster, firing back with strikes, got Wolfman up on his shoulders for the knee, as the finish there isn't enough to finish the match. 1, 2. No, still not enough. Hello to Lady Dies a Lot down there in chat. It's good to see you. We're doing a recording session for my YouTube series. Ooh, big neck breaker. I will be switching over to Persona 3 here in a sec, honestly, because I said I was going to do 2 episodes. Oh, Dominator. But I'm not feeling it. 1, 2, 3. Wolfman Willie with a decisive win. Despite the seeming comeback on account of Hawkster, it wasn't enough to get what he needed done. And yet again, we see the possible sign of respect here. Will it be reciprocated, though? It is. You'll love to see, ladies and gentlemen. Mutual respect among showmen. I'd like to thank everybody watching on YouTube for taking the time out of your day to watch this. I will see you next time for episode 4 of W Online.